Welcome to this class. My name is
Thank
Myesha,
you.
and today I'm going to do the session with you. So I think we are meeting for the first time, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Myesha, Ayushi, just tell me one thing. What do
Uh-huh.
you think that why nowadays it's important for us to learn how to communicate in English? Why that is important?
Okay. Uh, for the rest of the world, it might be a different definition. But for me, I really want to learn this language because I'm so much fond of this language. Having said that, I know it's really important to learn this language because when you go out, you find people speaking in English a lot, and you feel little less confident in front of them.
Correct.
And the entire population in India, they feel that if a person is speaking in English, he's intelligent or she's intelligent, and give they are giving so much importance to them. And
Absolutely.
um nowadays, like, we are moving ahead, we are working here and there, like in corporate world especially, you need to know like how to speak English, otherwise you will feel left out. So there are so many reasons
Absolutely.
behind
Yes,
this.
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Okay, so Ayushi, just tell me one thing. What do you think about your drawbacks? In which area you think you need to improve yourself?
I think I need to improve myself in terms of speaking, like that. You know, that calmness in speaking. I'm very comfortable when I speak Hindi or Marathi because I don't need to think before speaking.
Correct.
Now I am also a bit comfortable, like I'm a bit comfortable in English also nowadays, but still, it's not my first language. So it English comes with a bit hesitation, or think before speaking, because you need to find words to express your feelings in
Absolutely
English.
correct. Absolutely
And
correct.
in your first language, you don't need to think before speaking. You just go speaking, and you didn't feel like, okay, I'm speaking some other language, or I should stop, or am I speaking it right, all these things.
Correct. Okay. So, nowadays we all the time we heard two phrases. First is known as speaking in English. Second one is communicating in English. So, do you think that there are any difference between speaking in English and communicating in English?
Yeah, a lot of difference is there in
Okay.
speaking and communicating, because I think a lot of people can speak English, but when it comes to communication, that is the reason we are giving a lot of importance to communication, because
Correct.
communication is not equal to speaking. Speaking
Then
is
what's the
very
meaning of
easy.
communication?
Communication means you need to convey your thoughts to others with the proper sentence structure, with your gesture, posture, and you need to know that you're involving other person. uh, it should be a two-way communication, or you're involving other person in your speaking. So I think it's a mixture of so many things. I don't know the proper definition, but yes, it's
Yes.
definitely different from speaking.
Yes.
I
Yes.
It would be great if you explain communication to me.
Definitely, I will. But before that, just tell me, do you know what's the meaning of public speaking?
Yes, I
What's the
think
meaning
I
of?
have included a lot of two or three points here in communication only. I think public speaking is, you need to be confident, you need to
Correct.
interact with people, you need to
Yes,
use your postures like hand gestures and your
absolutely.
body movement, because
Absolutely.
communication is not just how you speak, it's that how you're using your
Your hands, your
like
body, your voice, your
hand
confidence.
moves and your eye contacts and a lot of things.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, yes, you have actually explained everything in a correct way. Only you missed out one point. That is called voice modulation. In
Because
communication,
I am not good at it, and I really want to learn it. That's why.
you don't want to learn it.
I really want to learn it. I'm not good at it. Voice modulation. I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so today I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you about it. Okay, so voice modulation is very important. What we do actually, whenever you are saying a sentence, there are so many techniques in which we can do voice modulation. It's also known as voice over techniques. Correct. But in today's class, I can tell you the first step in which you, if you can apply it, definitely you can see a difference. So whenever you are just saying any sentence, try to find out the most important word of that particular sentence. Before saying that important word, just take a small pause and then just put a little force to it. Okay. You just need to emphasize that particular word. You don't
Like
have any
you
red
emphasize on emphasize right now.
Yes. Like that way you have to do it. Okay. So that is one type of emphasizing. The next type of emphasizing is you can break a word into 2 syllables. Okay. For example, you can take the example of wonderful. You can break the word into 2 syllables, wonderful. Okay. So while you are saying the letter part of the word, you can just raise your voice, or you can just put a little force to it. Like this, you can do it. For example, wonderful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So while you are doing voice modulation, it just adds a lot of emotions to it. It feels connected. Okay.
Yes,
so you
yes.
can just break the word into 2 syllables, and while you are saying the later part of the word, you can just put a little force in it.
Okay.
Okay. When you are going to start it, maybe it sounds very difficult to practice it, and sometimes it's very awkward as also that why I'm doing this, it is sounding not correct. But trust me, if you are going to practice this for like 7 to 10 days, after that it will be spontaneous.
Okay.
You don't need to add any other elements to it. You can just do it in a very spontaneous way. Practice, that's the key factor. Okay, so do you understand the meaning of emphasizing?
Yeah. I understood. Yes.
Okay, so I hope from now onwards, because you have a very good communication skills, only the lacking portion is the voice modulation. Okay, if you're not modulating your voice, sometimes it sounds very monotonous.
Yeah.
So if you want to break that monotony, this is very important.
Okay.
So this is my suggestions towards you, that please try to modulate your voice. Okay, at least try to emphasize.
Sure, I'm gonna implement this for sure.
Yes, I'm gonna implement this. This implement, you can just put a little force.
Okay.
Because in that sentence, because in that sentence, implement is the most important word, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So you can just put a little force. Okay. There are so many other ways in which you can do voice modulation, pace, volume, scales. There are so many other ways, but this is the most easiest way. So if you first learn this thing, it will be very spontaneous with you, and then you can learn the different parts as well. Because that's like the... Hello?
The video has paused.
I don't know. The same happened with me. I also can't see you.
I can't hear you, Myesha.
He has the same thing is happening with me as well. I can't see you. Your video is paused. But I can hear you. Okay, now you are fine.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the thing that you need to do. Okay, now can I just give you one topic so that I can see that whether you are applying this thing or not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so your today's topic is online education versus offline education.
Online education versus offline education. Okay, I think it's a really interesting topic, and it's been I think very famous or very regular with the from the period of COVID, because we were staying at home, we were learning online. So people must have realized that how important it is to learn with the person instead learning online, because online you can't pay that much attention you are paying when you are in a room, and and when you're learning with the teacher. So I personally feel that offline education is far better than online education, because online education, it's very obvious or it's very evident that you may be facing a lot of technical issues, like we have got a little technical issue uh, before 3 to 4 minutes, right?
But don't
And
you
it's
think
not
that
an
there are some advantages as well in online learning?
At least for now, I don't think there are advantages. The only advantage was that when the world was like not moving, we were still learning. So I think that was the only benefit we had through online education. And yeah, like sitting at home, you can learn. These are things from
So,
online education.
so it's
But I
much more.
still
Don't
think
you
that
think
if
that
you
it's
want to learn, you prefer offline only. And yeah, that's how I personally feel.
okay? That's great. That's great. Okay, so now I just want to tell you that in which area you can improve while you are just delivering a speech of this kind of topic.
Okay.
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 So if you are delivering a speech, suppose your topic is online learning versus like e-learning versus offline learning, right? Or online
Mm-hmm.
education versus offline education. So whenever you are just going to give a speech, first of all, you need to wish. Okay. Good morning,
Okay.
good afternoon, good evening. Okay.
Okay.
After that wish, you need to start with a word of thanks. So
Okay.
for word of thanks, you can just say like this, that thank you for giving me this opportunity where I can present my point of view in front of you.
Okay.
Like this, it depends on you that how you're going to say the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but just give a word of thanks. Then
Okay.
just give a small introduction about yourself, that my name is Arushi and today I'm going to talk about this topic.
Okay.
This is the small brief introduction that is needed for any kind of speech delivery.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. I understand.
Yes, after saying that today I'm going to talk about this topic, then take a small pause and start with your topic. And how you're going to start with the topic? First, give the introduction. You gave a correct introduction that this term is very popular during COVID. That's a good introduction. Okay. So like this way, you just need to introduce the topic.
Okay.
After the introduction, you need to give the definition of online education, offline education.
Okay.
You need to make these things clear to your listener, right? That what is online, what is
What
offline.
is offline? Yes.
So first give the definition to them. Okay, that is going to be the next step. After giving the definition, the next step will be you can say your point of view, the way you say it today.
Okay. Okay.
But
I
according to
directly
me,
jumped on my opinions and point
correct,
of views.
correct.
Okay.
That's not a correct way.
Mm-hmm. I got
Okay.
it.
After your opinion, the next step is the conclusion. So I will suggest you, like in this conclusion, you just need to conclude your speech, right? But I will suggest you, if you are getting this kind of contradictory topics like online
Uh-huh.
versus offline,
Yes.
these are like the contradictory ones. So
Yes.
never draw a like statement that I like this and for me this is the best way. Just draw a, you can say, a balanced line. Okay.
Okay.
Your conclusion should be in a very balanced way, that you are not taking favor of any one of the terms, but you are just presenting your opinion and you are saying that okay, both things are good, it has some disadvantages, some advantages, it depends on us that how we are going to use it, something like that. You need to
Okay.
draw a balanced line.
Right. Right.
After that, say that's all for today. Thank you once again for letting me doing this. This is the entire structure that you need to follow if you want to deliver a proper speech.
Sure.
Are you getting my point? Do you have
Yes.
any
Yes.
queries? Do you want to ask any questions to me?
No, it's just that first thing I need to like wish, then introduce myself
No,
in
then
brief.
word of thanks. After which you need to
Okay.
thank that person.
Word of thanks, then introduce myself in brief. Then I think
You need to introduce the
it's
topic as well.
introduce the topic as well, like how it is being used and why it is important, maybe.
Correct.
Then the definition of both the
Both the
things if it
terms.
is a contradictory topic.
Correct.
Then give your opinions, and the last
Yes.
thing is word of thanks again.
No. After your opinion, you need to conclude your speech.
Conclusion.
Yes. You need to conclude
conclusion,
yours.
and then
Yes.
word of thanks. So I think there are 6 tips. All right.
Yes. And you have to follow this one if you want to give an impactful speech.
I think this is the best thing I have learned today. Like, I didn't know that this can be very,
Technical way.
technical way.
But it's the technical
But
way
I
of
think it's
delivering.
interesting. Yeah, it
It
will
is the
look
technical.
good
It will
if
sound
you
good.
use this method. Yeah, it will sound good if we use this method. Yeah.
Yes, because this is the proper way of delivering a speech. Okay.
Sure.
So you have to follow this one. Now, if the topic is not contradictory, then what you have to do?
Yeah, I was about to ask you, what if there is no difference, like there is no two things I have to differentiate? What if it is
Correct.
just one topic?
Yes, then what we have to do? Suppose it's like only e-learning. Okay. If the topic is e-learning, then how you need to start it? The initial
I think
all
there,
the steps.
yeah, like few steps would be same, like wishing, then thank, yeah, thanking, introduction, then introduction of the topic. But I think that includes everything, introduction of the topic or speaking about the topic, because there is no negative stuff or there is no opposite things coming, no.
But there are some negative steps that you can mention. How you can do that? For example, your topic is e-learning, right? You can first start with the definition of e-learning, the actual definition, what you understood when you are going to hear the word called e-learning. Just mention that. After that, add some advantages, some disadvantages of it. Some positive sides of it, some negative sides of the particular topic. You are not contradicting this thing, but you are adding the positive and the negative thing, positive and negative impact. Then your opinion and conclusion.
So you need to give both the sides of a coin. Like,
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So this is the whole way in which you need to present your topic. And not only for the topic discussion, this is very important whenever you are going to introduce yourself as well. For introduction also, we maintain this thing. Okay. First, we do the wish, then the word of thanks, then your name, place, your educational qualification, your work experiences, your family background. For family background, we never say that my father's name is, my mother's name is. This is backdated.
Yeah.
So just only say, I belong to a joint family, I belong to a nuclear family. That's all you need to say. After your family background, just tell us something about your hobbies. What are those things that you like to do? After that, the most important thing and where we actually lack is our strength and our
weakness. Yes.
We have to mention.
Is, I think, somehow manageable, but when it comes to weakness, we all lack and we don't know like what to say, whether it will work in my favor or it will backfire me. So,
but the thing is that I'm telling you, but the thing is that you are not allowed.
That's how I feel.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think you can do one thing. Whenever you are going to share your weaknesses, never use any negative weakness. Okay. Please understand this thing. You can't reveal your negative things in front of others, right? So don't say any negative weaknesses to others. Always try to use your weakness as your strength. Hello?
Your voice is lacking.
Hello? I think you are facing small network issue. Is that fine now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay. So I was telling you that always try to use your weaknesses as your strength. Okay. So, for example, don't take it in a personal way. I'm just saying that suppose you are very lazy. Don't say that my weakness is I'm very lazy and I just try to overcome this thing. No. You can say like this, my weakness is I'm a very perfectionist person, so I need little more time to complete my work with perfection.
Good one.
Okay. Yeah, you just need to say your weaknesses like this. Or else you can say that my weakness is I am very fond of cleanliness, so I need a little more time to complete a work with neat and clean way. So you can just say your weaknesses like this. Don't use any negative weaknesses, or else you can say that my weakness is I'm a workaholic person. That's the thing that my family complains about me. Now, workaholic means a person who loves to do a lot of work.
Yeah,
Maybe that can be weakness for you, but that can be a strength for your company.
exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that you need to do. Never use any negative weaknesses. Try to just use it in a positive way. Although it should sound like weakness, but it is weakness, but it should sound like your
It should
strength.
not sound like weakness, and it should
Correct.
sound as the strength or good points
Correct.
or the positive things only.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I hope that thing is clear to
Great.
you. I hope that is clear to you.
Hello?
Hello. I
Yeah,
hope
yeah,
it's
it is
okay.
very well cleared. Thank you so much.
Okay. Next, after strength and weakness, the next step that you need to follow is your
Yeah, yeah, it is clear.
okay. The next step that you need to follow is your short-term goal and your long-term goal.
Long-term goals. Yeah.
So if you are facing an interview, your short-term goal is to get that job, is to
Yeah,
crack that job.
absolutely.
And your long-term goal is to be the very good company position in that particular company. And
Yes,
also you want to see the company is touching the sky heights.
exactly. So it should not look like it is for my own benefit only.
Correct. Like I'm doing this work from last 5 years now. Okay, I'm just working as this public speaking expert like this. So most of the time, people just say that, ma'am, after 5 years, I want to see myself starting up my own company. After 5 years, I want to go to Canada and start my career. No, you can't say this in front of the interviewer. Then they will say that, okay, then go now.
Go, yeah. Why are you?
We don't want you to hire
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely.
Correct. So never use this kind of thing. Always say, not only you, but say that I want to see the company is growing.
Okay. Yeah.
That
If
is very
company
important.
grows, then I'll go with the company for sure.
Correct. So it's like little buttering,
Ha ha
which is actually
ha.
very needed.
But it's really important.
It's very needed. If you want to
Yeah.
crack the job, this is very important. Actually, like whenever you are applying for a job, you are applying with the resume, with your CV. So actually, they have everything, right? They know what's your qualification, where are you from, what's your work experiences, but still they ask you this first question, the most dreaded
Yes.
question, because they want to
Yeah.
see your personality,
Exactly.
how you're presenting yourself, your presentation skills, your confidence level, that whether you are confident enough or not while you are talking about yourself. So
Yeah.
those things they want to judge.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
So
Yeah.
because of that reason, they ask you this question. Otherwise, they are not at all interested because they know what's your qualification. They know that you have 5 years or 10 years of experiences.
Yeah. They have my resume in their hands.
Correct. Correct. So whenever we are going to face an interview, it should be in our mind that, okay, this is the interview where I need to present my presentation skills. If I doesn't know anything, just say that, okay, I don't know.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Okay, we need to be just confident enough. That's the most important thing. Our confidence is like the key thing. So
I think confidence works everywhere.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so now you tell me, do you want to ask any questions to me? Do you have any doubts?
No, I think you answered everything without asking, and I love the facts you explained by twisting weakness into strengths. So yeah, I feel I got the answer of everything, and I have learned a lot in this 15-20 minute session. Thank you so much. I didn't expect this much learning. I thought it was just an interactive session, but I have learned a lot of things like public speaking skills, communication, uh, in interview skills, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining this class. And I hope I will get a chance to talk with you later as well.
I
And
would be grateful.
yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you for joining this class. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Myesha. Have a nice day to you
Yeah.
too. Bye bye.